Hi friends, I am putting together these stools I got from Target yesterday. They're Room Essentials, 2-pack material, mixed material, counter height stools. And I put one together here. And now I'll just take you step by step how to put these together. We'll start with step one. We'll take the base of the seat, flip that over, and then take, let's see, C, put that in first, and make sure that when you're putting this in, that towards the back of the seat, it's gonna go crisscross, but the back, it's kind of going inward. I don't know if you can see this very well, but if you crisscross it this way, it's going in. If I put it this way, it's gonna go out. So this is gonna go inward here. And so I guess you would put it where the square where the 4 screws go in is gonna be on the top left if you're sitting in it. I don't know if that's a very good way to explain it, but I like to put all my screws in these little bins so they're not all running away from me. And this step is gonna take 3 of the large screws and 4 of the small ones. So we're gonna start with the first long one and put it towards the back where the back of the chair is gonna go, where the pole is sticking out. And screw that in. And I always just don't screw them in tight all the way, tighten them, just in case if you have to move them or if you mess a step up, which I did. It makes it just easier to disassemble if they're not all super tight in there. Then I'm gonna take the 4 small ones, put it in here where the little square is. And in this one, it's actually easier to use the long end of your tool that comes with everything. Pour those in there. And then we'll take part D and crisscross that. Oops. This way. And kind of repeat that step here. Again, make sure, just double check where you're at this spot that both of the back sides are going in. Otherwise, you'll just have to take it all apart and swap them. Alright, and then take one more long one. Towards the back. Small ones on the square. Kind of have to balance this on your leg, or you could like on the edge of a table. Just the back of it is kind of awkward, the way it sticks out. move on to step 2. We'll take 4 of the long screws and then E, which is like the footrest, and this all goes on outside of all 4 of these. I'm gonna lay it down this way to make it a little bit easier. Sometimes I just stick the screws in through the main hole to find where they line up and put them on very loosely. This step would be really hard if you got the screws tight, like one by one as you're putting them in, because you definitely have to maneuver the poles to line up. Don't mind Buck as he walks through the camera. That's the last one, so I'm gonna get them a little bit tighter. But again, not all the way, because we still have the back to put on and it could make it more challenging to put the back on. Okay, now I'm gonna flip it up this way. And we're gonna use the last 4 long screws and A, our back, and just get those in, lined up in there. I like to kind of do it to the opposite sides, like one on my left side, then one on my right side. I did the top left one first, I'm doing the top bottom one, and then I'm gonna do the top right. It doesn't really matter this order, I guess, but just makes it a little bit easier to, I think, make sure they're lined up. And I put these all on really loose at first, and now that they're in and lined up, I'm gonna tighten them. So this is the last step, that's it. I'm gonna go through and just tighten up everything real good. And actually after this, there's step 5 where you could adjust the levels, I guess, on these bases, or on the feet. They're adjustable, so you can do that if you wish, but easy as that. Just now going through and tighten them up. So I hope this video was helpful, and like and subscribe if you'd like to see more.